starters to the round are really, really nice, and certainly where players like RCF look their best, those T sides are the problem. Now we go to a very heavy strategic map such as Nuke, where paiN are going to be clean. Their calls are going to be really, really nice on their side. I don't know how much faith I have for the other side.
Yeah, here's the thing, right? Because you're going to get a CT side start if you're Carcer. If you come into this one and you like 11-4 this first half, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt there, but I think you're going to have a lot harder time doing that because paiN have many more ideas as to things they can do on this T side compared to what we had on Mirage. Still, let's see what we get. It's a CT side start for Carcer, and they're going to have RCF leading over here towards main. There is an outside push. That's why I draw attention to it, and he's going to have to be the guy to try and respond as he's already lost his teammate back in Garage.
And lost his vision. They've smoked him off, and they're on the big hell rapperoo, already climbing up the rafters to heaven. This is going to get difficult. Yeps does stop PGL, and it was all a ruse anyway. The bomb's going B while paiN fake out a heaven wrap, so even getting that last player there is going to be nice to cut off this late ramp rotation as the bomb gets stuck for B. This is awkward for Nekkers. He's completely out of position now, and he's going to have to come down the vent if he wants, but that won't really help him with Carcer fully retaking from the ramp side. Glock fights. He's seen a lot of players. Nython going to try and tuck in, but his teammates can't cover the cross. They're already running him down. Just steal. No teammates trading there, and lots of 1v1s given. Nekkers doubles back, and I like that realization for him that the vent rotate wasn't going to offer any substance, and so he doubles back to the ramp flank and shoots him in the back of the head.
Nekkers was like a spinning top at ramp. It was funny watching him on the X-ray, just doing turns upon turns, like a roundabout.
I mean, you're meant to get off at one of the stops, Harry, but
I get off at every stop.
Legally, you can go on forever. What are they going to do? You're driving. They're not.
Exactly. And who are they?
I don't know.
What is it, against the law or something?
How long could you drive around about before they, arrest you?
We sent Maui Snake to find out. Here's the little A play. And Yeps holds the line with a double. Oh dear. Hang on a moment, paiN. This was meant to be a nice, easy round. The fast A-pop, though, has been churned up like butter.
Delicious. Probably, but I'd rather put it with something like toast. Butter alone, a bit gross. Here we go, A-plant. One shot. Nython will do it, but he's quicker. And Steel now can clear the corner. He's got a guaranteed free kill, you would think. And there's the shot. Grabs a gun now. No kit, so time is of the essence. Nekkers is just playing an off angle in the bomb site. He's not hiding out, and he will hit the headshot. I trust in Nekkers. I believe in Nekkers' supremacy. He has been on fire today. That much is true. And yeah, it's not like Maui Snake would know how to drive around a roundabout, because over where he's from, they have, what are they called? Intersections, which are bigger, cost more money, and have more crashes on. So roundabout supremacy is a fact.
Yeah. What do they call like, do they just call them speed bumps over there? Do they have a different thing for that? Speed slopes.
Probably. Their roads are so big over in NX. Everyone's driving Hummers, I think. Whereas my car's like a clown car.
Because
I'm driving it.
Here, hey, everyone's driving Hondas. And RCF.
Yeah.
Oh, it's close.
Nice try.
You could overlay like the Jaws music on that one. And that's Jaws the Shark, not Jaws the Teeth Man from James Bond.
That's what they call him. Jaws, Teeth Man, Jaws. Don't know why his parents gave him the same first name as last name, but take that up with them, not me. I like the knife attempt. He's still got money for the AWP anyway, so it's not a worry. And you can already see Coach still keeping paiN hyped, right? Keeping spirits in good standing, as this gun round is massive to just snowballing the game, especially when cases, majority of rounds on every map come from CT side. So paiN are looking to shut this down. This is the util set I used to destroy Pimp in our pug last night, and it's going to work wonderfully. No one at the back of the site. They come through, but they get full flashed by that door pop. Steel is in the site. They don't even realize he can stop the plant if he's quick, but he doesn't peek for the third. 2 will do for Steel. He set up his team for a retake, and his team are getting cut down. Steel is all that can save them right now.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck though. He needs Yeps to kind of draw attention away, to get away with something over here in heaven. The smoke makes life really rough for Steel. If he tries to run this, he is a dead man. And Yeps hopping down has been heard, blindsided by the crossfire of PGL and Nuke. And so it's just a save for Steel. Going to try and get out of here with the A1S in tow. Nuke, hell of a start to this game, by the way. 8-0. Yeah. Really good look early on.
No, it was super, impactful on CT side Mirage as well, with his A-hold solo holding for quite a while in that map and doing a really good job. We remember Kase barely got 4 rounds, so yeah, and they were mostly on B as well, so yeah, no problem for Nuke. Steel, that's got to hurt. He did all he could. If he knew there was one more up for the task, he could have chased that bomb plant, but I think you're expecting the trade after you kill 3 players in top side. So, not really much he could have done. Just a solo weapon in this round. He starts B. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Allows for the double save if things go wrong. But also if paiN delay an outside take, he can come in to stop it. There's a vent smoke, so he's holding for a drop, and he'll need to stay there as util goes out into the A site. But paiN love doing this, just continually refreshing this vent smoke every round. And then one round, they're going to run into A with the same vent smoke, and they're going to go through it for a top hit. So, Kase will never know when that's coming, but it will happen eventually. Here's the rifle in a good place to perform, but Nython turns back to check it. And with that, the chance to win this round is out of the window. It's screaming paiN as a 5th is laid up.
Yeah, they're gonna go back and get the bomb, but no issues. Not with trophy smoked off. Honda would love a save. However,
nope.
Oh, PGL goes hunting for him. And is able to pick up that Honda at a discount rate.
How much was that Honda in the window? I guess we'll never know. Another AWP for RCF.
How many miles has your car done?
Done. I don't know, man.
I don't know. How many miles has your car done?
I actually have no idea. Who cares? I just drive it.
Okay. It's pretty edgy, Maintenance of a motor vehicle is pretty key, Hugo. Humans weren't meant to go that first.
As the law requires. They do that, not me.
Fair play. Well, RCF, mate, trying to be the law of the land, right? He was very much the saving grace back on Mirage. He's had a much slower start here on Nuke.
Who is Grace, and why does she need saving, Harry?
It could be Peaky Blinders woman. That could work. Here we go. Nython up towards the top of Silo.
Yeah, Steel's poking his head out, but won't see that top player. He's crouched around the left side to watch Red cover his teammates outside control. As they see no aggressive moves from the CTs, they reset for smokes. I like that check for paiN, right? They just make sure that the red cross is clear, that no one can be, below Silo on the blue, behind main, and then they can line up utility outside. Just, dotting their I's, crossing their T's, and now the T's will cross to Secret.
Oh, they're not full committing to this one. Instead, just waiting at red. Giving the illusion that they've crossed with the outside smokes, hoping that this was going to bait a rotate out down to lower, but Kase haven't fallen for it. They haven't sent anybody down. They hear this jump landed by Big Azera, and now they attempt to run it dry, but that's the bomb dropped out at Secret.
Boink.
That is not, the kill is already big enough, but it's the info that comes with it. You just saw guys crossing. You saw the bomb was a part of that. They're going to try and clear lobby first, and Neck is not missing a beat, still flawless in this game at 11-0. 12-0 now before he's finally brought to his knees, but he set up paiN to win this round after all. It felt like they were kind of out of it with all the info gained for Kase, with all the rotates able to come through, but they instead elected to go clear out lobby, and that might have dug them a shallow grave here. Just Honda left. And if he tries to drop down this vent, he is a dead man.
Oh, PKL, that's a lovely cut down. I can't believe Neckers goes and dry peeks the AWP on ramp. And the reason that round is so cool is that even though, like you said, the info gets gained by the main player, I think it was Steel, he sees the bomb, he lets it go down, but he knows it's a B play. Before Kase want to go for B rotates, they first have to clear lobby and get rid of lurkers. So they push into lobby, and Neckers is running the rattiest hold on his default you've ever seen. He's just tucked at the back. He's not giving away anything, and the kills just come to him first. paiN, do they want to hit the A site, or is it just a way to get an opener? Neckers looks into the hut. He won't commit. Knowing there's low money, dangerous call up against pistols and what could be shotguns as well. You never know what they bring into this round. Molly to red. Smoked, and Team Dink is less than ideal, but it's not the end of the world. They're still running 4 rifles. No AWP to hand over. There's a player below silo right now, so paiN do go outside, and it's very dangerous. They reset for ramp, which is completely empty right now. Steel trying to fill that void, but he might be here just too late. Oh, tagged up. Tries to go back, but not going to work out. And now paiN have a path to B.
Yeah, this is going to split the defense up a lot as well, right? Because at this point, they could even elect to go heaven. That's what you're worried about. Also, with the big outside flank for Honda, he's kind of lost to the hands of time. So this lower hold needs to come from the 2 rotations. And Yeps has at least opened up with the first, trying to take a little bit more out of the round now with this Deagle. He's called for more rotations. The rest of the gang are moving in to join him, but he's made quick work of. RCF was tagged in the molly, and so they waste no time hunting him down. Farsin, up close, is going to get that little double peek as he runs the smoke. And so paiN still flawless, still 7-0. Another tack pause for Kase. They can feel this one get him really out of hand very, very quickly. And, considering the CT sides of where this team has found so much success, I think it really does show how, on the maps that they're comfortable on, their Mirages, even their Overpass the other day, all looking good. But here on Nuke, one that's a little more foreign to them, it's just not hitting the same. The reads aren't there, the gaps are being found, and everything's coming up paiN right now.
And this is what I mean when I say at the end of the last map, it's almost better just to get bopped and lose 16-4. You can quick reset. You're not thinking all these what ifs. You're not you're concerned about round 29, round 30. Man, there's ones that we really dropped the ball. Like you're just thinking, yeah, that game was a wash. We had no chance. Let's go next. Let's reset. It's even harder to reset after you feel like you've got the game in the palm of your hand. Then you drop it, man. Slippery sausage going down the vent into the Molotov. Neckers delays the drop so he doesn't get burnt or hurt. And actually, Kase have no idea that he's down on B right now. They haven't dispatched any rotates. They're instead trying to crunch lobby again. This is nice to do, but paiN have so many players here. However, no one's watching the back line. Oh dear, they doubled up hut. That is a big error, and it could almost let them down. Good trade is going to open up the A bomb site. There's still this double ramp flank. They want to avoid it. Tucked in behind the vent is the position to save the day. PKL, he's got one as well for the T side. They've got a cross pass, and he gets angsty and hunts that kill down as the smoke comes in. They plant open, they haven't cleared door. Farsin's won it, you'd think, but Nithon throws a spanner in the works.
Neckers is still very, very far removed from this A play, though. 55 seconds, Nithon's just going to grind to a bit of a halt. Oh, the check for Neckers on that smoke fade, and Nithon's cut down after the fact. Yeah, very good awareness, right? Knowing that you never really located that second man, that the world was kind of open to Neckers, and he has been this lurk player. They were ready for the outside component.
Good solution, though, for Karsay to just crunch the lobby like that. They don't really let paiN run what they want to do and give Nekiz the room to hunt for kills, try and find that lower player. There isn't one. Karsay is so committed to taking back that real estate so early in the round. paiN get kind of caught by surprise. Couple of overzealous peaks, you could argue, and even just not holding that ramp flank while they're like double hut one door. That's just a classic mistake. And without that, that round's very different. But we don't live in that world, do we?
We do live in a world, though, where you could have scanned that QR code to get yourself some tickets to the PGL Major in Antwerp.
And it's gone.
I don't even have to keep bringing it up as much as I am, but I just really think everyone should. Like,
yeah.
You know, Major, one hell of a time. We've all been wanting to get outside a bit. We've all been wanting to meet our gamer friends.
Alright, can Karsay build off of this one round? Or is it just a flash in the pan? Okay, Steel. Man's got a read, and he has read well. He's all the way behind them now, and they're already creeping out ramp. Yep, he's going to have to give it up. That's fine. Got the info at least. Vent drop. Oh, again, the punish for paiN. They're always getting a player down vent in the early round, and Karsay were not considering it. Now, with ramp conceded and vent lost, it's a free round for paiN. You could argue saving in this position. The mollies might argue it for you. Throwing them together less than ideal, and throwing a third seconds after, only going to buy you a few more, but the smoke on top, or flash, they want to fight, forget the smoke, they want the kills, they know Karsay is saving, and so paiN, just off of that vent drop, a guaranteed 8th round, and a free AWP to boot.
That's really brutal, man, because even though Steel hits that like big read with the outside wrap, you know, gets all the info that lobby's clear, by the time he says, guys, it's B, RCF goes, yeah, bud, I know, I just died dropping vent, like, you don't have to tell me. It's kind of brutal, like, you knew exactly what was happening, you were just powerless to stop it in that situation there.
We might have to start seeing Steel start lower, right, like dropping into B from ramp, or if he has that same spawn outside again, crossing to secret, just to have the info, to have a player like patrolling the vent drop, because as I was saying earlier, every round, paiN their default involves throwing this vent smoke and supporting it with util. They do it even when they're not dropping down vent, and so Karsay never know when they're safe. And now they've had the confirmation in a round on ramp where you know, Yeps is probably called like a bunch of ramp, maybe all ramp. They find out that, oh yeah, they are still doing this vent thing that they've been calling all game. Nice pick for RCF. Felt like he had to get involved. He was getting avoided a lot on this CT AWP. And again, that vent smoke's down. Karsay don't know. It's all going to be an A play after all. paiN walking out the door, and they flash for the rush.
RCF turns for a second to dodge the flash. He's able to get back in time. Running the main smoke is Steel. Nekiz going to drop down through the vents. This guy has been the Iron Giant for paiN. Swinging the double doors. The immediate tap of the bomb. It's fake the peek and force the rotate down through the vent. Nekiz, there's two more at ramp. He's baited both players down towards lower. They don't buy it for a moment. Oh, he's almost given that second fight. This would be one hell of a clutch. This was 1v4 for a moment for Nekiz. Now he's got it to a 1v2, and both players are grouped, starting to clear the B site, starting to move in. Nekiz wants to recommit. They're both at the mini ramp, and that double peek just going to tear through him. He realizes just how gravely wrong he's kind of read the situation. They're hoping that him going silent was going to cause a panic rotate back up to upper.
Yeah, there's some self-doubt there, but there were 1,000 thoughts going through Nekiz's head. He first wanted to go back up secret and rat main. Then he wanted to go up the vent after he killed the rotate. He thought maybe there was a player still in heaven watching him. But if he goes for it, Harry, like, he is set up to win the entire round. Karsay with double B. Nice try for Nekiz. He makes it expensive in a 1-on-4. And again, the vent util in. This time they shoot through it. We've seen this one before. Biggest error, shooting vent smoke? Surely not. It's how paiN were winning so many team rounds against Team 1 the other day when they played this map. And they had, you know, really good T-side there as well. 11 forward it. Took a bit to close, but they did it. Dear, Biggest error is so good at finding those openers. He's now 5-1 in opening duels in this map alone. It's barely begun. Here's Steel starting secret. They're going to flash him up. He sees nothing, though.
Oh, he's starting to go
hungry,
aggro.
yeah.
I mean, he knows someone needs to make a difference. And as you hear all this util going over, it's only going to tempt you to peek more and more. They see Steel outside, but they know that's probably left a gap elsewhere. And they've read it well. They get out ramp. This is going to force some lower rotations out of Carse. They start to bring 3 down lower here at the right time to try and repel the B play. Steel's dead immediately. They weren't ready for RCF, but now he's getting challenged, chased down. Honda, doubling up from Decon, has pushed into the bomb site. And it's Nekiz all alone in this 1v2.
Yeah, he keeps getting dealt rotates. When you think you have a bit more room, you don't. Carse all go down B together. He spotted Yeps. He knows they're both here right now, but he can't take the first kill. Again, a close clutch that won't get converted. Carse try and pull this game back into their hands, bit by bit. Steel keeps getting info, keeps setting his team up to make those gambles lower happen, and they're working. 3 CT rounds, but it's, I mean, even if in the unlikely event they pull it back to 8-7, I still get worried for those T sides. It's one thing to pull a comeback on their CT side, which is undoubtedly their better side, but those T halves are not as easy on you. Fast A play, disrespect for paiN, change of pace, and Fasten's there to shoot the first man down. It's looking a lot cleaner now. Molly burns out one, and that nade will do it. 5 alive. What a round for Carse.
Yeah, they've actually been pretty decent at like repelling the fast A's in the last few, and that's good because, you know, if paiN like to throw those in as a little way of like offsetting the pace, making those A players paranoid, trying to disrupt the CT setups, because, you know, we've kind of noticed like Steel being given not more freedom, but, you know, like having more responsibility down towards lower, dropping their early playing secrets, something you said you'd like to see, Hugo. You know, and when you get hit with a fast A like that, it kind of makes you doubt going for those plays, makes you a little more paranoid if that breaks through, because suddenly you're going, okay, we can't just let them do that round after round. So being able to repel it and repel it cleanly with everyone still alive is a really nice note for this CT side. And it also means they're starting to build up a bit of money now. So suddenly you're not just going to win one round and you're right back to the reckoning. You know, you're going to have to break through this banked up CT money first.
Yeah, and really there's, you know, one more round win and there's no breaking through it. Maybe this round isn't live, but full XX still getting thrown. And I think this one's cooled off as it's very early in the round. Yeah, if Carse win this follow-up though, paiN's money get broken, doesn't, like you said, doesn't go the same way, back the other way, paiN will need to get a couple in a row, and by that point the half will be over. So, yeah, as far as comebacks go, you know, we've already seen Carse do it before. They're in a good position in that sense, but paiN have won their T side no matter what happens at this point. One more is just, you know, a nice cherry on top, Harry.
Yeah, can you talk opening duels to me? How are they looking right now?
Still Big Azera just dominating the field. No one's even really attempting them otherwise on paiN. For Carse, of course, Steel and Farsin, two of the boys to look out for there on the other side. And Steel, he's been running him down outside whenever he can. More often than not, when they throw outside, like we were just seeing them throw outside smokes when that round was live. So I wonder if they do it again. If Carse even know. They don't care. They run it back. I want to see if they commit, because when they throw these smokes, it's often been fakes, and Case actually go right for it. They try and meet them there, but that is their demise. Nekiz catches Steel swinging wide. He knows his tricks. He knows what the in-game leader is up to in the other team. So paiN now going to get all the real estate to cross, and it actually looks like they want a mini split into A. Cheeky.
Oh, it's like misinfo for RCF. He just went up and over and he said, guys, there's no one outside. But now he's been smoke spam. Nekiz, there was a tiny gap there for him to exploit. And a 5-on-3. Steel went outside looking for the case opening.
What'd he get?
Well, it was paiN seeing reds, wasn't it?
More blues, I think, on that CT side. Pretty normal. Well, they've got the key, they open the door, they can break their way into this B-bomb site, and Yeps, the door has been shut firmly in his face.
PKL.
Knife out, and PKL gets a freebie, looks for 2, and he will do exactly that. It's Honda trying to save in a 1v4. Often been this guy just trying to get away, you know, playing that top site, not really getting that much action. You know, the top rounds, as you said earlier, have been won by Karsay, so paiN have no incentive to go back to quick A hits.
They're hunting him, man. Look at this. There's still a good bit of time left.
They're in time.
Oh, they've even got a flash to clear it.
Oh, God.
Oh,
He
Honda.
has no idea.
Oh, Honda peeking out. They're pushing him. They're running him down, and the AK save is denied. paiN in with another round.
Love it.
Rick's behind them. Just like the hype man of this team, isn't he? It's been a nice, easy day in the office.
Well, yeah, apart from
the
that
coach
second
of paiN.
half of Mirage.
Yeah. Even then, though, it felt like they didn't call a tremendous amount of attack pauses.
No, couple in there. All right. Another rifle round. Luckily, the couple in a row that Karsay did get allows them to sit on a bank of money. But this will be it. If they lose this, we're looking at another 11-4 here, Harry. paiN want to poke their head into that top site. They're not even announcing it. They can boost behind the vent, or they can just drop, because that's all they've been doing. Because Era's already down. This should have been heard. But even then, you never know. No one was close. No one was mini. Oh, the volley's perfect. They red steel like a book. He's going to have to smoke it. Nade. A little more damage. Certainly goes a long way. Just trying to get Steel to run away, because below him's not safe. And that much should be calm. Like, Karsay should be aware that vent drops can come through at any time. So Steel doesn't want to go back into the unknown lower. Instead, it's going to be paiN meeting them on ramp.
Oh, Yaps getting chased down. There is this rotate into hell, but RCF is sent packing. Not only by the util, but a bit of spam damage. Yeps made it down here, but it's only good for the first as they try to plug this hole down on lower. Matters are only made worse by PKL, and RCF hoping he can at least get away with the AWP, but he's rung the dinner bell now. And paiN are going to come hunting. They know where he is. They know where he's saving. There's very few options for this AWP. And now that they've seen it again, they're going to start to move in for the killing blow.
Oh dear, smokes, flashes, everything. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at him. It's pretty heavy porcelain. But RCF almost lines him up. He still only gets one. And these saves just are not being allowed by paiN. Not at all. Not on their watch. And yeah, it's a sign of the times. The hype is there, and you can't blame them with what they're dishing out on this T side. Double-digit half again, and like we said, money is not there. And when you're not saving, you don't even have like, oh, at least we're a bunch of pistols with an AWP, and the AWP can play rotate. Nope, not allowed. SMGs, 5.7, Deagle, desperate.
Oh, maybe a master playing towards A. Now it's just a bit of hot aggression.
Whoa!
Oh, the lobby push. Gonna net you one kill on these SMGs. Still kept even, still kept in a 4-on-4. Karsay start to taper off from ramp. Oh my god, Yeps actually went back in for more. Comes to regret that decision.
What a swap.
Raiding out the AK for the MP9.
Have it, boys, have it. All yours.
Running them down, and maybe it's with good reason. Only RCF left. They saw him at ramp earlier on. He's going to try and get up the vent, and try is the operative word there. Big as there, and nails him in the head. And it's another 11-4 half for paiN.
It's been the PKL and Neckers show. 21-6 on Neckers, PKL 15-7, I think. It's been dominant, man. It's been all over the place. They've looked just phenomenal individually, and the calls have been pulling the wool over the eyes of Karsay. As soon as they started to figure it out, that's when we started to see paiN really get weird with it and started ending rounds lower. You know, we saw a couple of top hits in there get denied. That was all Karsay could really rely on, but then paiN just moved away from them. And the T sides that have always been the problem for this team, well, now we have to see them try and pull out a huge comeback yet again on the harder half with their elimination on the line. Props if they can do it. but everything is screaming paiN at this point. Pistol round is live, folks. Let's get into it.
They blow the door off, fasting towards A. Yeps, out through the hut already is the first man to fall. Knife on top of hut, gonna get run down. PGL can't land a shot, and so Fastin will find him. Oh, over in heaven, Hardzau and Nekiz. Now just one of them left standing, and he's very, very low. The fast A-pop for Kase's worked wonders, and they're even gonna drop the bomb down lower.
See ya. He's not even gonna know. Not that he can do much about it. Sitting in the smoke, then Fastin just runs him down. Yeah, it's a nice fast round for Kase, getting a pistol on the board with 3 kills from Fastin as well. But you know, if you're paiN there, you just go, yeah, USPs. What can you do? They're pretty bad, aren't they? We saw a lot of whiff shots there. If you don't nail them in one bullet, you probably never do. So just wait for that rifle round, or force up and try and immediately spice up this CT side. SMG, pistol, scout. Certainly winnable on CT Nuke, one of the better maps to be buying up second round. Hello.
Nekiz.
No, surely not.
They didn't check for him. Oh, the double before all is said and done.
That's a yikes.
Down through ramp is Steel with this Mac 10, but Nekiz has done a great job of thinning the herd, doing damage, and splitting apart this offensive, right? Only Steel down lower. The bomb's still back over towards lobby, kind of leaning at ramp. Onda starts to make his way in. Oh, Hardzau versus Steel, and Steel will win it out. Thought you were on D Nuke, but you're on D Wrecked, and it's blue Steel all day long. 3 on 3.
Oh, this is awkward. Legs spotted and removed. It's a kneecapping for Big Azera. Knife on here's the plant. He's gonna go for it. Try and stop that, but only damage instead. That's still fine. No kit, however, is the problem. He needs to win this fight, and he sees him on a jiggle. He wasn't even gonna clear that corner. Accidental info will go a long way, and Honda the Planter can't be far from the plant. They know he's here. They trade it, and that is paiN with a forced buy win. I'm gonna say it. I hate that call, and that's such a surprise to see out of Steel. The call to run through the ramp smoke in round 2 of the half when you're trying to put together a comeback. Like, a bit more patience there, and you can still run ramp. There's nothing wrong with it, but instead they run rampant, looking mental going through that smoke. That's like the only way you can lose that round. I feel like I've never seen T successfully jump through the ramp smoke without losing 1 or 2 players at least. It's such a horrible, you know, way to go about it, especially in round 2. RCF's got an AWP somehow. I don't know how they crowdfunded that one, but there's not much else. And yeah, I just think that's a bit of a cooked call at this point in the game. Scout the AWP. Oh, he unscopes, he eats a bullet, and now the AWP is fired off. paiN know what they're up against. They don't even need to reface. Org on top, trying to dig a grave. And this scout, got to be very careful knowing the AWP is red now. He saw him cross. But they're just not going to give away these kills.
Yeah, late back into lobby. I mean, it's a little ugly. You're probably just going to try and, like, boot.
Oh, baby.
That's more like it, Steel. Lovely. I imagine, you know, they want to try and get this AWP stuck in. Ramp's a nice place for it. Nekiz is quick, though, to evade capture. PGL moves in. He's only got a scout to work with. The Deagle's now out. The sidearm, a little bit of damage. Going a long way. And with Nekiz's re-swing back up the ramp.
Wow.
Onto a third. 26 and 8 on this guy, and he's the savior of paiN. Puts a stop to that round. It just looked like it was picking up momentum for Kase, and Nekiz tears the rug out from under them.
That play is so mental, no one expects it. No one is ever thinking that, yeah, the ramp player's run away and he smoked himself off and he's going to push through the smoke. Especially not when the Hell player dies after 1 kill. It's not like he's even, you know, stopped that play and he's got all their attention on him. No, he's dead. After he dies, Nekiz comes up. That's insanity. But it works. 26 and 8. It's so Yeah, it's so ballsy. Oh, a couple of missed shots here for Nithon. They're going to run down this main plane. Nithon stops one. And, well, one and done. This round is already over. Glock can't do it in time. paiN 14-5, and this is them saving themselves from elimination, setting up for that 6th to 8th place game where they can fight for one more spot. Again, I'll clarify. Team here that loses, probably Karse at this point, is going to be eliminated. paiN would go through into a 3-team bracket with 9Z and the winner of EG Party Astronauts, and those 3 teams fight for one remaining spot at Antwerp. We know all our other teams who will join them. In my opinion, paiN are favourites out of those 3, possibilities. Especially with how they're playing right now.
Doesn't hang around on the angle. PKL could have been rewarded for that. Nekes at ramp has been a real force of nature, a real force to be reckoned with. Nithon doesn't actually rotate in to help him, instead just kind of leaving him to his own devices. He's got PKL down here on the B site to help him, and these are the 2 heavy hitters right now for paiN. Nekes is overwhelmed. PKL going to rise to the occasion and bring it back into a 3-on-3. Honda only just gets that back under control, but the fact it takes so long allows Nithon to come in with the trade. And now we end up in this 2-on-2 retake. Karse trying to keep the dream of a comeback alive. PKL wants to do everything he can to shut it out. Now it's only Nithon left. They know a player's here in control somewhere. Nithon's seen him and will get the better of Steel. Fast in now on the mini ramp, takes the peak and does win the 1v1 clutch to keep Karse afloat and deny 15 to paiN.
Oh, very scary there in the clutch, but Farson gets it over the line. He was committed, he was out in the open, but round 1 and this game goes on. We're not done just yet. Very brawly on that B drop, but it works. Karse, okay, it was 14-4 last map, and they brought it back to a 30-rounder. So, can't count them out before they show us what they've got. This is going to be such a long road to recovery. Yet again, on a very difficult side to play. Nice nade on Silo, but it won't catch RCF, who's gone around wide red. Oh, there's a vent player now from that trajectory of the smoke. The hard time comes back up into top side. Meanwhile, walking outside, it's Nithon trying to stop this cross into mini, and PKL can see red to secret. So paiN still have full info outside, they're not being played with. And Karse will actually give it up and go back to T-Spawn, try and reset for maybe a top hit with RCF getting given util up on T-Roof right now. But this site is fully stacked up with Hardzao coming back up from vent and now setting hut roof. There's a lot of players here. Ramp is certainly a safer option in terms of getting into that B-bomb site. It's only Nekes there, but I say only. He has been impenetrable on this entire series. They're going to fake out the A play with util and run ramp.
Is this time in a position to hang around and fight, and he's good for a double. The rotation from Nithon does arrive this time around, and it's quick to chip away at Karse even further. Steel trying to cross outside, does find a bit of a gap, but will he check for Garage? Waiting in here is PKL. And now it's only RCF. 1 versus 4. Very little time, 10 seconds. It really is. Slim margins here if he ever wanted to have a chance. Has an opportunity to get into A, but the time's already too far gone. So that's the round. 15 for paiN.
Damn.
1 away from going 2-0 and having a chance to still make it to the major.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good game here on Nuke for paiN. We never expected anything less, especially after at least how well Mirage started, and they closed it ultimately. That's all that matters. That's all the history books will read after this matchup. And with another 11-4 half, they are looking good to convert this one cleanly. Only pistol armor for Karse. They've got to go quick. They've got to rush top. And it's their only play left up. Flashes through the rafters are good. Everyone's blind for a moment, but then the mollies and the rifles tear through the rest of the T's. One by one, they drip dry, and paiN set themselves up for yet more Counter-Strike here in Bucharest. There's only Steel left up, and this is unfortunately how it has to end. Carse are eliminated from the Americas RMR, and paiN go on to play more and more with one more chance to get through to that major in Antwerp.
Yeah, they're going to the 6th place decider, right? You need to still get more victories. The road is still going. The end of the journey not quite in sight yet, but it's an important step in the right direction. And man, they're sounding hype. They're looking good. That was very clinical from paiN here on Nuke. Mirage obviously had the caveat of that huge comeback.